So good morning all of you. So this is going to be a small presentation on ERP with reference to SAP. So ERP because so many people know what is ERP means is a general term, right? The topics which we are going to see here are what is ERP exactly, and then coming to SAP, what are the main features that are available in SAP, and ERPs available currently in the market. So what is SAP modules available in SAP, and what is an SAP project exactly? Because so many people say that, so I'm in a project, something like that. And how are the job opportunities in SAP, and whether SAP is good career for you, right? That also we can discuss, and prerequisites for an SAP consultant. So these are the topics which we are going to see today. And here, first of all, before we going to the ERP, to know about what is ERP, let us understand what is accounting packages, because so many accounting packages that are available in the world. Sri, can you just mute your mic,
Sure.
because it's getting some disturbance. Otherwise, I'll mute it. Yeah. So once I complete, you can ask your doubts. Just keep those doubts, and yeah, Srinivas, I'm muting it. So what is an accounting pay package? So accounting packages are available across the world, globe. So Tally, Focus, Wings, Busy, Sage, QuickBooks, so etc. Many packages are available. Now, what is an ERP, and what is the difference between an ERP and accounting package? Right. So when coming to the ERP nothing but enterprise resource planning. That is nothing but planning of resources of an enterprise. Planning of resources of an enterprise. Now, first of all, what is planning? What is resources? What are the enterprise? So when coming to this, enterprise is nothing but a company with finance, sales, purchasing, production, stores, with all the departments, then we call it as an organization. All right, enterprise. When coming to the resources, resources are nothing but money, material, machines, manpower. So many resources are there, right? So like that, there are so many resources. These are the nothing but resources of an enterprise. And coming to this planning of resources, when coming to the enterprise resource planning means planning of those resources for an enterprise. Now, what is an accounting package? Accounting package is nothing but a tool in the hands of the mainly in the accounts department, right? Accounts department will be, if you take Tally, Focus, or Sage, or QuickBooks, of course they do have even materials management, and some other logistic module also there in case of Sage, but mainly their concentration is onto the accounting and accounting modules. And the total, because if you take an organization as a whole, you'll be finding so many departments: finance, costing, materials management, production planning, sales and distribution, human resources, quality management, QC, there's quality control and quality assurance, and maintenance department, project systems, like that, so many departments. And each and every department requires a package, because to record their day-to-day transactions. And these Tally, Focus, Wings, all these things, they have mainly uh, accounts, then coming to materials management, then coming to only payroll. Except these three, you cannot find other features in these modules. But whereas SAP is, which is much wider, we'll see that. So ERP is a general term. So many people think that SAP is a software. No, sorry. ERP is a software. ERP is a general name for the ERPs that are available in the market. When coming to the ERPs that are available, let me show you. Right, ERPs that are available in the market: SAP, Oracle applications, PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, Barn, Ramco, Navision. So like that, different department, different ERPs that are available in the market. Right. Out of that, say which one is what is the more famous and which is useful for me for my career. So maybe those are the doubts for the in the minds of the people, students especially. So here, when coming to the SAP, leave about SAP. I'll talk to you about that afterwards. Oracle is also okay, not so big as SAP, but some companies are using Oracle also, and features are also good there. But when compared to the SAP, the more integration, other features, so many companies are switching over from even Oracle to SAP because of the integrity, online real-time processing, the features that are available. So that's why Oracle is always, even in the market share, if you observe, it is next to SAP only. Then coming to the PeopleSoft and JD Edwards, even here, once upon a time, many people used to work on used PeopleSoft and JD Edwards, but subsequently the usage of these ERPs have come down because of Oracle and SAP. And subsequently, Oracle Corporation acquired PeopleSoft and JD Edwards, and now they are the products of Oracle. Then coming to the BAN, so most few companies in US they are using BAN. Ramco Marshall, Navision, right? Navision, MS Dynamics are nothing but Microsoft, right? That is also again be used by the some mid-sized companies. But out of all these things, SAP is one which has been used by many users across the globe, right? And around SAP has captured more than 60%, around 60 to 70% of the market, and rest of the ERPs are sharing the balance. And next, of course, Oracle, and then and here you can say SAP and Oracle can be treated as tier 1 ERPs. These are all tier 2, and other things are small ERPs are called tier 3 ERPs with lesser features, lesser cost, etc. Now, when coming to the features of SAP, main features, online real-time processing means what? Online real-time processing means, now let us take up from being most of your finance guys. Um, Online real-time processing is nothing but as and when data is entered into the system, right, it will get processed and it will be posted to the general ledger account, and it will be ready for profit and loss account, preparation of P&L account and balance sheet. Now, this online real-time processing, this term you'll listen at several places, maybe railway reservation system, airline ticketing reservation, so all those things. Even here also, because in some of the ERPs, it is not online. It is a batch processing. They take up the batch processing, then only system will update all the data. But here, as and when you enter the data, all the record gets updated at the same instant. Is a finance or materials management, production planning, sales and distribution. So when one entry is posted with relating to any of these modules, it will be updated in all the rest of the connected modules. Integration of corporate functionalities, right? This is the integration of corporate functionalities means this is nothing but integration among all the corporate departments, the finance, costing, materials, production planning, sales and distribution, human resources. Because why integration is required means because the data will be flowing from one department to other department. Because say for material department, if they are going to procure the material, right, some accounting financial entries will be posted. Now this integration of corporate functionalities I'll show you in detail in the next coming slide. Okay. Single database. At a single database we can see the total data of the SAP available in one server. So people, maybe 1,000 users may be using SAP, but still the total data is going to be available in only server, not in any of the individual systems. So that's a single database. The single database, no one can change, modify, save. Multi-user access at the same time. So any number of people can access the system at same time and process the data, enter the data, see the reports, everything can be done. Access to only authorized people, right? Only authorized people can enter into the system. People with proper user ID, password can enter into the system. All people cannot enter. And that too, here access to authorized people and limit on the authorizations again. And all people cannot see whatever they want. Authorizations are given based on the position of the employee, and what are the authorizations that are given to him, only those things he can see. A person at a junior accountant level person, if he wants to see the financial statements like profit and loss account and balance sheet, not possible. And a person in the metals management, if you want to see all the material, what is the total stock availability, no, he cannot see. Like that, different authorizations are given based on the their position, etc. For example, a finance manager who is responsible for preparation of the P&L account and balance sheet, he can see whatever he wants. A general manager finance, he can see whatever he wants. So like that, inbuilt controls and data validations. So there are so many inbuilt controls that are given in SAP for the purpose of control, and data is validated as soon as it is entered, because when you are entering one business area or one profit center or a cost center, it will check whether it is available or not. Then only it will allow you. So data is validated and inbuilt controls are there, and as we go further, I'll give you what are the inbuilt controls. So because of this, we can definitely give better customer service. And because of enhanced features of SAP, and because sales module can be accessed by the salesperson from anywhere, and he can see the sales data, and even by sitting in front of the customer, he can check the stock availability and the nearest warehouse. When he can give the uh, goods to the particular buyer customer, he can tell him, and so in that way, and immediately he can raise the sales order, and he can release the goods. So that's why better customer service can be done. Bridges the information gap across the organization. So because SAP, the total data is available whenever you want any information. Like say general manager sales want to know what is the sales of company across, or general manager finance want to know what are the collections today. So like that, what are the information we want at the helm of the affairs? We can get the information just within seconds, and provides for complete integration of the systems, not only across the departments in a company, but also across the companies under the same management. Say for example, under the same management, you are using SAP in all the companies. Say around 10 companies are there. So I can see if I have authorization the total 10 companies information, and for the purpose of taking making decisions, because to compare what are the sales of each and every company, what are the collections, and what are the financial position of the companies, all those things can be seen by the people at the helm of the affairs. So SAP is nothing but systems, applications and products in real-time data processing. We used to call as SAP R3. Right, in the when we SAP is launched, it was with SAP R3, nothing but SAP systems, applications, products in real-time data processing, because data is going to be processed real time. As and when data is entered, it will be processed. That's why it's real-time data processing. And the architecture of the system is three-tier architecture. This is a bit technical because it will have some application layer, presentation layer, database layer, like that. So that we'll discuss later after some time. That speaks about the architecture of the software. That is, if you see any application, we see what is the architecture of that software. So SAP architecture is a very rugged, tough, and is a three-tier architecture. Will not collapse just like that. All these things are right. Let us see what are the major modules. We can divide SAP into technical and functional. So technical is nothing but ABAP, basis, all those things will be technical, and functional we'll see that. Right. In case of technical, basis and ABAP. Basis is nothing but is a system administration, creation of roles and responsibilities, and installation of the SAP system. All those things will be taken care by the basis consultant. When coming to the ABAP, ABAP is nothing but advanced business application programming language, and in which SAP has been written. So every software will have a basic language, right? That is ABAP. Here in case of SAP, we use ABAP. Now in case of ABAP, ABAP consultants will be there, and they'll be preparing the what you call new reports, any modifications, all those things will be done by the ABAP consultants. When coming to functional consultants are nothing but FICO consultants, human resources, logistics, right? FICO, total take care of the finance and controlling, human resources, HR module, and logistics. Under logistics, you'll get all other modules like sales, production, materials management, all those things. All these are all functional, because here we are not going to learn any technical like programming, coding, something like that. No. Financial accounting and controlling. See, first application modules. What are the modules that are available? Financial accounting and controlling, and materials management, sales and distribution, production planning, plant maintenance, quality management, project systems, human resources. Up to here, it is functional modules. Basis and ABAP are technical. Right? These are the major modules that are available. Not only these, so many modules are there. More than 50 modules are there. But major modules we can classify like this. Now I told you that integration, right? Integration among the corporate functionalities. Here you can see that there is a finance, controlling, materials management, production planning and quality management, project systems, sales and distribution, human resources. Like that, all these are all nothing but departments. But SAP is a central component, and which is going to cater to the needs of each and every department. Every department can access SAP, and they can post the data. Every data is going to be stored here, and wherever related information say for example, materials department, they procure materials. When they procure material, they receive the material and they store it, but at the back end, financial entries will be posted, that vendor account is going to be created, material account is going to be debited. So those things will be posted into SAP. Similarly, production planning, quality management. As soon as material is issued for the production, right, data material is going to be consumed. Consumption entries, raw material consumption account data to raw material account. That entries will be posted into the SAP here. Right. Similarly, once quality stock is sent to the quality management, until quality management is cleared, stock cannot be issued to the sales and distribution module. Like that, internal controls will be set in SAP, many controls. Similarly, project systems. There are so many projects can be defined here. Each project-wise profitability I want to know. For engineering companies and for similar kind of things, we can use this project systems module. Right, sales and distribution. We have so many customers here. People will be posting sales entries, and whenever you are going to raise invoices, etc. Right, all those things will be recorded in SAP, and when they are going to make the sales, stock is moved out of the warehouse. At the same time, financial entries like customer account data to sales, those entries will be posted into the SAP module. Similarly, HR functionalities are many. Out of that, the finance related, that is payroll processing, etc., will be done in HR, and that will be posted into the financial entries. Main processing will be done by HR, but the financial entries will be verified and posted to the SAP by the finance guys, right? And because sending the requisition to the bank for creating the salary, all those things will be done by the finance people. So like that, different departments, but still only one software as a central component, and SAP will be catering to the needs of all these departments. Costing is one of the very important module in SAP. The total costing of the company will be recorded here. Here there are so many costing sub modules are there. That is cost element accounting, cost center accounting, profit center accounting, internal orders, and product costing and profitability analysis, like that. So we can analyze the profitability, we can arrive at the cost by cost center, by profit center. Several options are there, and in fact finance and controlling go hand in hand. If you want to learn controlling, you should have the controlling knowledge, at the same time very good understanding of the finance module. Okay, some special features. So SAP can handle multiple currencies, multiple language scripts, multiple accounting system. Here, address the enterprise needs of the typical large and medium scale manufacturing and trading organizations. So SAP will address the needs of all large as well as medium, small companies. Nowadays, even companies with 50 crores, they are going to SAP. 50 crores of turnover. Product is ideally suited for the large and medium corporations have multiple products manufactured, because why I said large organizations here, because large organizations have more necessity to have the SAP, because managing will be very much difficult for them, right? Managing will be very difficult unless you have some proper system. So multiple products manufactured out of multiple plants, often distributed across multiple continents and countries. So some companies, they have their office in one country, and in rest of the countries they'll be having branches, plants, etc. So for that kind of companies, SAP, no other software suits better than SAP. And SAP RP can handle multiple currencies at a time, multiple languages, multiple language scripts, multiple accounting system, multiple valuation schemes, multiple depreciation schemes, right? Like that. No other system can handle like SAP. For this, I'll give you an example. See, take for example, Dr. Reddy Labs. Dr. Reddy Labs is a very big pharma company, you know that, right? So DRL India we have, DRL US, DRL UK, like that many countries they have their offices. But the requirement is that group is one and the companies are different, and the companies maybe the financial year April to March, here Jan to December, here July to June. The financial year I'm speaking about. Currency INR, right? Here USD, here GBP, Great Britain pound. Accounting standards, Indian accounting standards, US GAAP, IFRS. Maybe the language in which you are going to maintain books of accounts are here English. But maybe if it is a Korean company or a Japanese company or a Chinese company, they'll be maintaining their books of accounts in their language. Not only that, in Europe, different countries are there. For example, Germany, Berlin, right, Spain, all those countries, they will be using their own language. Uh, so even in Latin America, so Latin, different countries, different currencies, different languages, everything can be handled, but still SAP is be stored or configured for the total group, and let it be any company, data will be stored in the servers here, and here the people having authorization can verify the total data that is available. Apart from manufacturing companies, SAP has given so many industry-based solutions like even for banking, defense, healthcare, higher education, and research. And so like that, many other applications are there. For the time being, we don't require those things because we are going to learn SAP relating to the manufacturing sector. Here, all functional modules are dependent on number one ABAP and basis, right? Because every module requires ABAP consultant. So that's why SAP is written in ABAP, and of course basis is nothing but the complete installation is done by the basis consultant. Now what is meant by an SAP project? SAP projects may take, they take the names of maybe end-to-end implementation, upgrade project, rollouts, support, and migration from other ERPs. Right. Let me see. End-to-end implementation is nothing but right from the beginning to the end, right from the buying of the license and the implementation starts. Because what is the SAP? What we are going to do? SAP is going to be used by the company for recording its day-to-day transactions, right? So that is, in order to use that software, first we need to configure the system, customize the system as per the requirements of the user. That is called end-to-end implementation. Upgrade, see, upgrade means, I'll tell you, see here there are different versions of SAP. SAP 4.6c, SAP 4.7, ECC 5, ECC 6, EHP 5, EHP 6, even EHP 7 is also there. So when a company is going to move out of SAP 4.6 to ECC 6, then it's called version upgrade, right? Then coming to the rollout. So we have seen Dr. Reddy Labs example. There, in one company we have implemented SAP, and as a pilot project we have given SAP. Now, once they are satisfied with SAP, they will be configuring SAP to all other systems, other companies under the group. That's called rolling out. We roll out SAP to the other units of the organization. That's called rolling out. Support means once SAP projects end-to-end implementation is done, right? We'll be helping the end users for day-to-day support. That may be online support or offshore support. Online support means maybe onshore, offshore. Onshore means we are going to sit, consultant will be sitting with the company only, and they'll be helping them. Right, that is only done for maybe first around 3 or 4 months. Once SAP implementation is done, then subsequently we'll be doing offshore support. That is, companies may be anywhere. Maybe in India, we have so many companies which are supporting different countries: US, UK, South Africa, and Saudi Arabia. So companies are here, but we take up the support projects of different countries, and from by sitting here we can support those companies, because without proper support they cannot get the required results, because there may be so many new requirements will be there. That's why support is a must. Migration from other ERPs, maybe from Oracle to SAP, or some PeopleSoft to SAP, or Bond to SAP, like that. And other features like minimum number of SAP users can be 15 user license, and project life cycle is going to be how many days it is going to take. A small business units may take 4 to 6 months, and medium sized business units take 6 to 8 months. Big size companies may take 8 to 12 months, and large business units may take 12 to 18 months. Right, this is the time which is going to be taken for the SAP implementation. You may ask me, sir, in case of Tally, Focus, other accounting packages, it takes maximum 1 week or at most 2 weeks, not more than that. Why should we take this many months for installation of SAP? Because here the reason is, once SAP is implemented, you cannot change it. So that's why change in the sense, see, we can have any number of changes when coming to the master data and other things, but main structural changes cannot be done. And say once you construct a big building with a plan, right, can you change again rooms, pillars and other things? Maybe extensions can be done, or you can remove certain things, but major structural changes cannot be done. So like that, even in case of SAP, when you are going to implement, we have to plan properly, understand properly, and experienced people has to suggest how to structurize the total requirements, and then we have to start the project. Otherwise project may not work well. And that's why, since SAP is going to be taken this much of time, SAP fellow has given a methodology to go for SAP. That methodology is nothing but SAP methodology. That is accelerated SAP. Accelerated SAP means he has given list of activities by which you can implement SAP at a faster pace. Whoever it may be, project manager, maybe you or me or A, B, C, D, anyone, and SAP says that whoever it may be, please follow these methods, these steps to implement SAP. So they are given in SAP methodology. So they are given by standard SAP, and we have to follow that. Anyhow, that we'll see at a later stage, not now. It will be uh, not so easy to understand for you. There will be around 5 phases in SAP, this SAP methodology. That is project preparation phase, business blueprint phase, realization phase, final preparation phase, go live, and support. Right. And here you are going to learn project preparation phase is nothing but theoretical. Understand the requirements of the user company and collect the information, etc. Then after collect the information, that project preparation is over, then we will be preparing a business blueprint. Just in order to construct a building, we will have a blueprint. Without a blueprint, you cannot go further, because you should have a proper plan where your pillars have to be kept, right? What is the elevation, where the balconies, all those things, the plan has to be done. Similarly here, SAP, we have to prepare a business blueprint, and that should be accepted by the business users, and then we can go for the customization. That is realization, we call it as. Realization means nothing but SAP implementation. This is what you are going to learn for the next coming 2 to 3 months. 3 months, right? That is called, we call it as a realization, nothing but system configuration. Then final preparation, go live and support. Final preparation, nothing but getting ready for the project implementation, for the project go live, and updating the master records, entering the values, opening balances, everything. And then we go for the go live of the project and hand over the project to the users. So these are the 5, and each phase you have so many activities to be done. That anyhow we'll see at later days, not now. Is SAP a good consulting a good career for you? Then that depends upon, right, your background, and what is your education background, and in case if you are working, in which area you are working, right? All those things counts. That's why I advise people, if first of all, are you a commerce graduate, number one, and are you working in accounts, right? Then definitely it is good for you, and you can go for SAP FICO. But to your surprise, some of the engineering graduates, those who have completed their MBA finance, and they have learned SAP, and they're also working as very good FI consultants, right? Here the thing required is, what is your financial outlook, right? How you view the financial accounting, what is that you are going to do. So that's why anybody can learn FICO, provided if you have that interest in the subject. But people with financial knowledge, who has worked in the finance, and who has the finance educational background, that is commerce background, right, will be have more edge while learning this subject, right? So job opportunities, there are two types of job opportunities we can look into. Number one, job opportunities in companies like Wipro, Accenture, IBM, CSC, TCS, Cognizant, Mahindra, Capgemini. So like that, so many companies are there. There you can work as a consultant, as SAP consultant, or you can join job opportunities in the end user companies. End user companies means manufacturing companies like Sony, Reliance Industries, DRL, Nagarjuna Fertilizers, that's a fertilizer company, Maruti Udyog Limited. Like that, many companies are there who are using SAP. So if you are already working in a manufacturing company in the account side, if you want to come into the consulting side, you can move. Or if you want to move on to a company with SAP, whoever is using SAP, if you are going as an SAP end user, there also you can go, right? But whatever it may be, these two opportunities are available, but going as a consultant will be more difficult, and also it requires more knowledge. it is not so easy. You should be uh, very good in SAP, and as well as your financial accounting knowledge, right? Accounting and finance knowledge. And here, the of course salaries are also will be very good. As a consultant, you are going to give the your consulting experience to the end user companies, because how to configure the system, unless you know the financial subject, explaining to the user may be very difficult. As a FICO consultant, if you are going, means they will expect you that you know everything in finance, and so that how you are going to configure the system. So all those things they'll expect from you. But all those business processes, everything you are going to learn from me. So prerequisites for an SAP consultant: commerce background or accounting knowledge, right? BCom, MCom, MBA, whatever it may be, right? It is well. Acquiring the subject knowledge by training, hard work with SAP system. So acquiring the subject knowledge by training means, because from whom you are going to learn, that is very very important. The reason is, are you learning the subject from an experienced consultant or not? Having finance background and have done very good SAP implementations, etc. If you are going to learn from such kind of a person, definitely you are going to get a good subject knowledge. Hard work with SAP system. You need to work. There is no second thought about it. You need to work minimum 3 to 4 hours a day on SAP. Right? Good communication skills are very important, because wherever you go, your pronunciation or English language should be clear, and you should be in a position to communicate simple English. That is sufficient. Is not, you need not use high phrases and all those things, but simple and good communication skills in English is a must. Above all, talkativeness and convincing skills, all these are all very very important, because unless you have the convincing skills, you cannot convince the customer. Because when you are going to give the SAP project, you should convince him, and you have to deal with around 6 to 8 months. So that's why, and you should be talkative enough, and you should have convincing skills, and you should have confidence in the subject. So when you can get the confidence, when you have good communication skills, when you have good communication skills, and also if you have the subject knowledge, then you will get that confidence. So your confidence, communication skills, convincing skills, talkativeness skills, everything is important for you to shine as an SAP FICO consultant, right? These are the basic features. When coming to my way of teaching, I'm going to explain you by using, I'll show you here. I'm going to give you, I think all of you have knowledge about my experience and everything. The course content, etc. I have already forwarded to you. Just go through in detail. In fact, as a SAP consultant, I have very good experience. More than from past 15 years, I am into SAP and worked in manufacturing companies and done several implementations. That is more than 15 implementations I have done. Right now, I'm working in a very big company as head of SAP. Right. This I think I have already forwarded to you. Right. Just you can go through. When coming to so here, there are so many modules I told you, that is sub modules. What is that we are going to learn in financial accounting, right? I'm going to give you, say for example, this is FICO GL. I have prepared my notes everywhere. Say general ledger accounting, right from the beginning, step by step configuration is going to be given to you, right? So here, these are all basic steps, basic configuration steps. Around 21 steps are there, those things, and each step will be given in detail, like how to create a company codes, everything will be given here. Step by step you can go through the SAP system. By keeping these notes, you can learn the subject. After I explain you, by keeping this, you can learn this. Like that for each and every module, I'm going to give you this for each and everything, right? So you need not have any doubt on this once you have these notes with you. When and also by explaining you this, so the since we do not have a whiteboard and marker, since this is not a classroom training, I'm going to use this as a my whiteboard. So here I have configured everything, right? Um, when you are going to implement, when you go for an SAP implementation, I'm going to explain you by taking the different companies and see how here what is the Sony group. Under Sony, how many companies are there, and how you are going to, as a consultant, how you are going to configure the SAP system. So everything is going to be shown to you like this by using this kind of thing. Say for example, this is for controlling, right? This is organization structure, and in case of sundry debtors. So for every topic, I'll give you wherever is required the flow of work will be given by way of flow charts, right? And this is the way I'll be explaining. Number one, by explaining by way of this kind of flow charts, and the PDF notes is given to you, and you have to listen very carefully each and every session. Now it is open to the floor. You can ask me if you have any questions. You can unmute and you can talk to me. Not Srinivas? Any doubts?
Uh, Hi Anand. See, you're going to share the material.
Yes, I'm going to
I
share
mean,
this material. This is what I told you, no?
okay.
This material I'm going to
So,
share.
okay, there was an Excel sheet which you're referring to. You'll be sharing that as well?
No, this is a only whiteboard. This is only
Okay,
the faculty's property. This
okay,
this cannot be shared.
okay, okay. And what is the course duration and how much do you charge for?
All those things already I have sent you a mail. Just go through that. I'll talk to you again.
Okay, fine. I
Right?
mean, okay,
Right.
okay, fair enough.
That I'll talk to you again. What, Mr. Mazimba?
Okay. All right. At what stage will you share the material?
I didn't get you.
At what stage will you share the material?
Mm, I'm sorry, unable to get you clearly. Can you speak a bit slow?
I mean, at what stage are you going to send the material?
Okay, at what stage I'm going to send you the material?
Yes.
Yeah, see, first of all, I start taking the session. First, around 3, 4 classes will be the complete theoretical explanations will be there. And one more thing, let me just give me a second. Okay. Uh, so first of all, I'll explain you the theoretically the theory for maybe 4, 5 days. And once I configure the SAP system, I'll show you each and everything. And once my thing is complete, maybe 4, 5 days, and then you have to access the SAP system. So at that stage, I'll hand over the notes to you for every module, every submodule. That is like financial accounting, general ledger accounting, accounts receivable, accounts payable, cost accounting, assets accounting, new GL. There's so much of notes is available with me, right? See all those things. All these things will be handed over to you one by one. New GL, right? Accounts receivable, CO, FICO config documents here, that is AP, assets management, miscellaneous topics. So many topics are there. So that's why it takes minimum 3 months for us to complete this session. Right. For each module, before starting of the module, I'll be sharing the notes.
Okay.
But Mr. Bharat, you have any doubts?
No, sir. No.
But from your side, you need to work hard, no doubt.
Okay.
Right. So then, shall we close the session?
Anand, I have a few questions.
Yeah, please.
I heard about simple finance, and how is simple finance different from FICO?
First thing is, simple finance is not simple. That is definitely a complicated finance. And
Okay.
one thing, whatever the thing that you are going to learn in financial accounting here, FICO,
Okay.
there that is only replication. And there is advanced features that are given there in the simple finance.
Okay.
Right. So in order to learn that, first you should have the FICO module background. Otherwise, it is difficult.
Okay, fine. See, my idea here is before starting simple finance, I'll be joining this FICO learning. Later, I can learn this simple finance, or
Yes,
how
you
is
can.
that? I
You
should.
can. You can go for the simple finance also if you require. Because here the basic fundamental accounting, everything you are going to learn here. That is nothing but extension of this. That's it.
Okay, fine. So, simple finance have more projects as of now, or
No,
it's
not
going
even
to.
a single project for the time being.
Okay, fine.
Right now, very few. Maybe SAP has taken as an challenge, and they have started working just only with one or two companies to show them how the simple finance is, something like that. That's it. But in the market, there is a lot of commotion that some consultants they came that we are already working on simple finance, something like that. Cock and bull stories they are telling. Don't believe all those things. No one has got practical experience with reference to the simple finance as of now.
Okay, see, I
Okay.
heard about the certification. What is suggest on certification? Is it good or is it necessary, or how is it?
See, certification is it Srinivas or Bharat?
I'm Srinivas.
Srinivas. See, certification. Point number one, it is not a compulsory one. But if you have that certification, no doubt it is good. But the thing is here, in order to do the certification in India, it will be around, it's very expensive. You have to spend around minimum 4 lakhs because 3.5 lakhs for the institute, because that is the only certified certification authorization company. Few companies are there. Atos, Siemens India, some organizations are there. They only give you the certificate. They will conduct the certification course for a month, and that is 19 classes. The cost will be around 3.5 lakhs. 19 classes from morning to evening, right?
Okay.
And examination fee will be again a 40,000. But if you are going to, if you learn SAP and if you join as a consultant in a SAP, any implementation company or end user company, right? You can write the same exam and get the certification with 40,000 because you need not pay that coaching fee. You'll be paying only examination fee. That's it. Because already I have done like that. I have done 2 times certification.
See, if you have already working in a, SAP partner or any company which has SAP license, then we can write it after the experience. That's what you meant to say, is it?
Correct. You can. If you are working with an SAP partner company, you can do the
Okay.
certification just by learning this, but you should have 1 year experience. After 1 year, you have to send your CV to the what you call SAP. There are a few people are
Okay.
there because I'll be making people those who are under working under me. I encourage them every year. At least 3 or 4 people will be doing the SAP certification. we'll be sending that. We have to certify their CV that they are working in SAP ECC6, right? Like that, we have to certify and send the CV, and then they will send you the invitation for exam. Then only we can pay the fee and they can write the exam.
Okay. You'll be, I mean, the certification kind of questions you'll be providing with your material or something like that.
No, this is not certification course material. This is the subject
Okay.
understanding. And people, those who have completed their certification, they came to me and they learned this. This is the practical orientation. But once you complete my course, then you will get very good understanding of the subject, and then only you can understand the what you call certification material. Otherwise, certification material will be very difficult for you to understand.
Okay. Okay, fine. One last question is like, see, so I heard like in some countries we can directly write the exam, certification exam.
You are
I
right.
mean, I don't know.
In US,
Okay.
you need not go for the course. You can straight away write the certification exam.
So if I learn, I mean, if I join this course, FSCO with you,
Yeah,
so I'll have the knowledge and I can directly write the exam.
if you go to
That's what.
US.
Okay. I mean, is Dubai and Singapore is also in the same lines?
Dubai not, I think Singapore is there. Yes, people go to Singapore, they'll spend some money, 1 lakh or so, and they will write the exam there. Yes, in Singapore we can write.
Okay. So I can opt for the exam and after learning this course, I can directly write
Yes,
the
you
exam,
can.
is it?
Correct.
Okay. That is advisable. Do you suggest me or it's good
Yeah,
or
if
it's
you are financially affordable, definitely you can go. Why not? You have to get
okay.
the
Okay.
material, right? So you have to get the
Hmm.
study material, and you have to study. Minimum 2 to 3 months you have to study. Then you can go and write the exam.
I mean, study material, see, anyways, I'm trying to, I mean, learn from your course, right? So will it not be sufficient for me to write the certification exam?
No, no, no. Because the written study material is given there. See here, this study material is only the material which will help you to learn the subject practically.
Okay.
System configuration. Apart from this, lot of theory is there. The theory where you have to read, I'll tell you from SAP, what you call SPRO, etc., and help documents we have. From there you can
Okay.
read. But apart from that, a printed study material given by SAP is there, available in the net.
Okay.
Right. So on some payment, I think we'll get it, because
Okay.
I have done my certification course in 2008 last, in 2004 once, and 2008 once I have done. So afterwards again I
Okay.
have not done. That is not required. So that's why now
Okay.
the
And
current study material is changed again. Uh, yeah.
okay. I mean, see, you're certified both in FI as well as CO?
No, not in CIVO. Only I have done certification in FI. At the
Okay. I
time,
mean,
it was both mixed. When I have written, it was both FICO
okay.
put together. Subsequently, they have changed it. They have done FICO separate.
Ah, okay. So, and why is the requirement for you to do certification again? You said twice you have done the certification.
No, because in 2004, that is old version I have done.
Okay, okay.
And I am
So,
advising my people who are working under me, I made them
okay,
to write the certification. Right. So along with
okay,
them, just I also gone through the material, because since I am already well aware of the
right.
subject, since I'll be teaching to the students, without any
Yes.
preparation, I just went and wrote and got the certification, because already I'm in touch with working in projects and also making regular teaching. So that's why I'll be in touch with the subject.
I mean, see, my last question will be like, see, how will be the professional course like CA or CW help in this FICO?
That will help you only in understanding your subject knowledge, that is the finance accounting knowledge, the principles of accounting, right?
Okay,
Though they are CA or ISW, etc., they have to learn SAP only in order to enter the data into the SAP. The concept of SAP you have to learn, but this your financial knowledge will help you to understand the accounting, because see, I'll be explaining so many accounting entries. Say for example, GL accounts. So here I'll be explaining here what are the GL accounts to be created, and accounting entries, how to post accounting entries, how system works, right? All those things I'll be explaining you. But if you are a person having good accounting knowledge, definitely that will help you.
Okay.
Right?
Fine. Anand.
Right.
Fine. Anand.
You can ask any number of questions. I don't mind. Right. So
Hello, Anand.
yeah,
Hello.
yeah, Mazimba, tell me.
Yes. I want to ask, can you use like simple finance as a to certify on simple finance as a way of penetrating the market?
See, right now,
Since it's a new product now.
yes, but even though you are going to learn simple finance immediately, are you going to get any job? Because how many projects are there? How many people have not yet started using simple finance at all? That's what I want to tell you. Right, you can only one or two projects that to SAP by challenge they have taken up, and they want to prove about this its availability, etc. And they have started maybe one or two projects. That's it. So you do not have any project right now in hand to any of these major companies because that itself is not complete. Simple finance is there. What about the simple logistics? That is not yet complete because without that, how finance can work? There are so many doubts, so many loose ends in that. That is not yet complete. It has just only people to make money. They are invading into the market. That's it.
Okay.
Right. So this
Okay.
is the basic thing. Unless you have very good knowledge on this financial accounting part in SAP FICO, right? Understanding simple finance is also very difficult because I know about what is simple finance, and so I've seen everything. It is not yet complete. Once that is ready, I'm the first person to take the sessions on that.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So we'll meet again on Monday at the same time. Right, because since tomorrow is a Sunday, right? Otherwise, okay, anyhow, let's take rest tomorrow, Sunday. We'll meet again on Monday. Okay,
All right.
Monday, same time, same place, and same GoToMeeting ID. Right?
Okay.
Okay, then thank you very much for joining my session. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks, Anand.
Right, you're welcome.
Thank you.